All right, this is part 2 in our video series on what we expect from you and what you really ought to expect from us. So, where I left you last time was we covered the listen, work, associate, and change aspect of how to help yourself get started on our program and how to get out the gate really fast. So now let's make it a little bit more practical. What do you need to do next? And really the questions I pose to you here is, do you want to get to your financial destination sooner or do you want to do it later? Okay? Do you want to get there fast or slow? Okay? I think that a lot of you probably want to get there faster, okay, sooner than later. So we're going to go with that presumption, okay, that assumption that that's what you want to do. And so the buzzwords here is the thing we call LLC, List, License, and Conference. So let's talk to you about that. Let's talk about number 1, the list. Okay. Now, if you want to make money faster than slower, sooner than later, then what we recommend is you take advantage of the 2 ways of getting promoted in our system. There are 2 ways to do it. There's the way of producing the producer promotion guidelines, so it shows how you can go from 55% to 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, all the way up to 105% commission rate based on your personal production, issue pay production that you need to achieve 2 months in a row. Now the way our producer's promotion guideline works is that you incrementally move up every 2 months if you hit the next level, and you have to go through each level in the business, 55, 60, 65, 70, and so forth. Now, the other way of doing it is the builder's level promotion based on building an agency, okay? And that's another way to move up. So, in our opinion, the best way to take advantage of our promotion guidelines is to do both. Why not have an opportunity to sell and grow that way, but then also hedge your bet by building an agency of people that are in your organization that will, by their achieving their financial goals and dreams personally, then it will allow you to move up the levels and grow all the way to the 110% commission contract level. Okay? So in order to do that, to help you take advantage of both ways of doing it, you want to put yourself in a total position to win. Okay, and how you do that is putting together a list of people that you personally know, that if I mention their name, they would definitely know who you are. Okay, and all we're going to do with your warm market list is to ask them the basic question, hey Joe, hey Mary, are you open-minded to making some additional income on the side? Potentially, maybe a full-time opportunity down the road. That's all we're going to ask them. Are you open-minded to make money? Okay. Then the second question that we ask them is, are you open to making money the way we make money? So it's really a 2-part, kind of a 2-step process. Are you open to making money? If yes, then are you open to making money the way we make money? Very simple. And all we do is just filter people through that filter of questions. And we know that there are people on your list who are looking right now. Maybe last night, you know, they were like me when I was praying for this opportunity to come my way. Maybe they were on their knees saying, Lord, Lord, help me find a way. Okay, and that's where I was back in 1999. In November 1999, I was on my knees praying, Lord, help me. My life sucks. My family life sucks because I'm chasing a dollar bill. I don't have any time for my family. Lord, help me. I'm tired of doing it on my own. And thank God, a friend of mine, Andy Albright, gives me a call and said, hey Bo, that's Andy's favorite terminology, hey Bo, hey, you open-minded to making money? Because I think I found something that works. I'm saying, Lord, I know this is from you. And I said, yeah, what is it? He said, life insurance lead program, people make a lot of money, I know you can too. I said, sounds great, man. What do I need to do next? And that's where it started. That's where my life changed, when Andy decided to pick up his phone and call me. I was a name on his list, and he called me up. And it's like, thank God. You know what I'm saying? I mean, That was a call that changed my life. And you have people on your list that are waiting for a call from you, from anyone. They're waiting for an answer to their prayer because they have the same prayer. Lord, help me. I don't know what to do. We're in foreclosure. I can't meet my bills. My wife is going to leave me. I don't want to put my children into public school. We can't afford their tuition in private school. They're praying for that. The only thing is, you don't know which of your friends are feeling like that. And you know what? No harm, no foul, right? We call them up and they're not interested. Great. No problem. But if they say, absolutely I'm interested, then you have a chance to change someone's life. And that's the way that I always looked at it, is that everyone on your list is a potential person that we can make a massive impact on their life, right? And I'm serious about that. It was important to me because it changed mine and it could change theirs as well. The only thing is, you know them, we don't, okay? And really the phone call is simple. We just call them up real quick. Hello, Joe? Yes, hey Joe. I'm a friend of Steve. You know Steve, right? Yeah, I know Steve. Well, Joe, listen, my name is Alex Abuyuan. Have not had a chance to meet you, but I was talking to Steve about some people that we're looking to hire in Salt Lake City, Utah. He mentioned you were out there. Listen, it's just shot in the dark, don't know if it would work out, but we're doing a project with Mutual of Omaha. We're looking to bring on some people out there, some associates, on a part-time or potentially full-time basis. And I'm just calling to see if you might be open-minded to making some additional income on the side, potential for full-time income later. Are you open? And all they can say is yes, no, maybe so, right? That's all they can say. Yes, they can say no, they can say what is it, and I'm equipped to handle those 3 questions. It's a pretty simple process, all right? So that's all we do with the list, and we just find the ones that want to get more information, and we'll give them more information, or we find the ones that are absolutely not interested at all, okay? So my question for you is, on the list, how soon can you put together your top 50 people that you totally trust, that you feel good about? They're people of integrity, they're sharp, and you like them a lot, okay? You feel good about them. You know, do you have a top 50 that you can put together real quick and send it to your upline manager so we can help you start expanding your business, okay? Now here's the thing that I always run into on the list, is that people will say to me, Alex, listen, I want to wait until I start making money before I show it to my friends, because I want to show them my paychecks. And I always say this, and it also comes out of that fear, like, well, how much are you making? You know, they want to know how much you're making first. And I tell you, the way that we do it, that issue never comes up. Why? Because can you imagine getting a call from me asking you, hey, your friend referred us to you, we're looking to hire somebody in your area, listen, are you open-minded to make money? I promise you, I never, ever get someone asking me, well, Mr. Abuyuan, how much money have you made in the business? And God knows, I wish I could tell them I've made $8 million since 2000. I wish I could tell them that. But they never ask me that question, right? Likewise, so you don't have to worry about it yourself, people asking you how much money you've made. Does that make sense? So what I typically find is that business comes from maybe a sense of, maybe you don't know if this business works, right? Maybe you don't feel comfortable that I got to make it work first so that I know that my friends, I'm not showing them something that doesn't work. Well, let me ask you a question. When you see a leaderboard every week of 1,000 agents that are producing this business, it could be 10, 15, 20,000 in a week, all the way to $500 in a week of submitted premium. If we can show them that leaderboard, doesn't that kind of prove that the business does work? I mean, there's success all over the place. We have profiles of success videos on the NAAleads.com website. I'm making money. I mean, all kinds of people making money in this thing. So the issue is not so much does the business work. I think sometimes when you ask that question, you're wondering if the business will work for you, right? And I promise you this will work for you if you do what it is we're teaching. But let me pose a what-if scenario for you. What if you hired 3 or 4 of your friends where they kick butt in this business. And they're just making money hand over fist in this business. And then you get to earn an override on what they do. Wouldn't that be awesome? Maybe they're even better at this business than you. But since you brought them in the business, you get to benefit financially because you're the one that opened the door for them. You're the one that was the conduit for God to answer their prayer. Okay? Isn't that cool? So you can benefit financially. They're not going to ask you how well you're doing because the way that we set up the interview process, the way that we approach them, that never ever comes up. So does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to you because there are people on your list that I know are probably some winners out there that can keep up with this thing. But more importantly, there are people on your list that are praying right now for an opportunity. And you can totally bless them with this opportunity if you give us a chance to work for you. Okay, and we're not going to charge you any money. I'm going to take my time, I'm going to call the leads, or your upline manager is going to call, not leads, but call your friends, your family, your business associates in the past to help you expand your business. Okay, and that's how you can get going quick. So that's it on the list. How soon can you get a list to your growing upline manager? So that's my challenge to you. The next thing is license. Alright, so the list applies to you whether you're licensed or not already. Okay, so I don't know when you're watching this video, if you've already got your license or you just signed up to get your license materials, classroom materials and so on to go through the online licensing. But the license part here is if you're not licensed yet, then we ask you, let's get signed up for licensing right away. Right now, today we're using a system called licensecoach.com, and we can get you a discount where the fees to sign up for licensing is only $50 to get started. It only takes about a week to go through the training and maybe a day or two to cram for the test. So really, you should be able to take your test and pass it within 10 days. Okay, if you just apply yourself a little bit at a time. You know, if you apply focus in getting it done. Now look, you and I know that sometimes it's a self-discipline issue for you to study with an online course, right? And so my recommendation to you in that case is sign up for a classroom course. You know, the classroom course might be $150, maybe $250, where you go to a classroom for 20 hours or 40 hours, depending if you're getting your life and health license, which we recommend that you get both the life and health license, okay? Because there are health products that we're able to sell, not health insurance, but products like disability products or accident insurance products that we can sell with a health license, even long-term care or Medicare supplement products through Mutual of Omaha. We've got a lot of opportunities with the health license as well. So we recommend if you're going to be in academic mode, studying mode, might as well just knock both those out. Okay? But look, if you only have a certain amount of brain capacity to just study for one thing, then certainly recommend you getting the life license right away. Okay? And knock that one out. Okay? But you're going to have to focus. If you need to sign up for a classroom, then do it. Don't mess around with how you know you are on the self-discipline side on online learning. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay? But the license, we believe, is a license to print money. So as soon as you get it, we can help you start making money with us right away. So don't wait. Don't piddle around. I believe in the short burst method where you study hard for 20 minutes, take a break, 5 minutes. Go back on for 20 minutes, take a break for 5 minutes. If you take frequent breaks but concentrate on a very short period of time, like 20-25 minutes, then you can be more effective and study longer than trying to slug it out for 3 hours. Okay, so I'm a big advocate of taking frequent, short breaks and then apply a very concentrated amount of study. Okay? Not for a long time either. 20-25 minutes at the most. Okay? So sign up for class now. Don't wait. You know, if you don't got $50, borrow it from your mom. Okay? Borrow from your kid's piggy bank, because this is the most important thing you can do is get that license so we can get you out in the field to make money. then here's the other challenge for you. Here's what I recommend, is that in order to get this done, if your state allows it, I would book my testing date maybe 7-10 days in advance. Like if you know that you have a deadline to work to, that your test date is 10 days from now, I promise you, you're going to get that all done before that test date. So sign up for a deadline, get your test date put in place so that you got something to work towards. And I promise you, you're going to get out of this thing quicker, get your license done faster, so that you can start making money sooner. Okay? So that's the second thing, license, get your license done. Then finally, conference. If you're brand new with us, you heard in the first video I talked about the conferences that we have in place. Now, it's very simple. Conferences are very simple. All the successful agents with our company, with the Alliance, every single one of them that has made money with us on a consistent basis, especially the six-figure income ring earners, the people that have this ring, the income ring, that have made over $100,000 in a year with our company, okay? Every single one of those people have done it by going to conferences. They go to every single one. They don't miss a conference if they can help it. Funeral, or maybe they're in a wedding. That's about the only reason why they'd ever miss a conference. Otherwise, or they're ill, they can't physically get there. Otherwise, they're going to every single conference, bar none. You talk to anyone making money with us, they go to conferences. Okay? So here's what we believe. We believe that in order for you to become successful, you need to do what successful agents do, which is attend conferences. And as I mentioned in the other video, we've got 4 of them a year. National Convention in January, Spring Forward in March and April, March-April timeframe, Leadership Convention, LeadCon in July, and then finally Fall Forward right around October every year. They're roughly spaced out 90 days apart. So every quarter we've got a function, whether it's national, or it's in one location throughout the country, or they're regional functions, which are typically the Spring Forward and Fall Forward, or regional functions, where we do them in multiple cities to attract agents that are close to those cities. Okay? And as I mentioned, this is how we build our business, by going and associating with the top people to get training, to get motivation, to get excitement, to get recognition, all those things about becoming successful. So it's an important thing to do. It's usually right around $99 for the base ticket to get in. As of today, it could change in the future. Right now it's $99. And if you want to buy the all-inclusive meal plan, right now it's about $3.99 to get all your meals paid for, so that you can eat right there at the location without having to go off campus to purchase meals. Okay, everything's included, but more importantly, for that amount of money, you get to meet all the top leaders in the business, because the functions are just straight through. We don't really take breaks during the sessions, so there's not an opportunity to get a chance to ask our top agents and our top managers specific questions that can help you move forward. So the best thing to do is to go buy the meal plan and be able to hang out with them at meals. You can go up to anybody, manager, producer, whatever, and sit next to them. Ask some questions with your MP3 recorder. All the things on your mind that have been holding you back, you can totally get answered by the different meal opportunities that we have during the functions. So $99, $3.99 as of today. Okay. How you find out about these is you go to the following website, www.allianceeventures.com. Again, that's allianceeventures.com, all one word. And then look up the next major conference that we have coming up. And I say right now, you sign up. As soon as this video is done, you go online, go to allianceeventures.com and get signed up. Because what you're saying is that you are going to be here 90 days from now. That's what you're telling me. You're so convinced that you're going to be here, you're going to be making this thing happen, that you're making the commitment, that you're not going to quit, that you're not going to just try this out over the next 90 days, that you are going to do this thing for the next 90 days, and you're going to show up at that function, okay, to learn what it is you need to learn, to boost your business, to boost your sales, to boost your building, Okay, so you're growing a bigger agency, developing that permanent income. That's what you're telling me. So you need to not convince me. You need to convince yourself that you're going to be around 90 days from now. So that's why it's the most important thing you do right now. Sign up for the next conference. I believe that you and your family, your dreams and goals deserve that commitment, that you're not going to be quitting 90 days from now, that you're going to stay in until the next conference. Okay? If you go to the next conference and then decide to quit, then maybe you're making a quality decision. But if you decide to quit before the conference, then in my opinion, I don't think you're making a good decision. Until you get to a room of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people that are fired up about their future, that have the key that will unlock the door of this opportunity for you. All right? So please, sign up now. You're making the best bet, which is you. You're making a bet on you. And who else to bet on you than you? Okay? All right? So that's it. List, license, and conference. So if you're brand new with us, those are the 3 things that you need to do right away, as soon as you can. Put a list together, get your license done, and sign up for the next conference. All right, gang. Alex Abuyuan, out. Rock on.